Hey guys, I'm just doing this as kind of like a follow-up video to the video that Nabi just posted on Facebook in regards to the ES Task Manager application. A few things I do want to show you about that application. Right now we're in kids mode, so I'm going to go over to mommy mode. Alright, I am now in mommy mode. You can see I don't have anything on my screen. I've taken everything off. So I'm going to go down to ES Task Manager. Mine is going to look a little different. I did install it through the Nabi App Zone, but I updated it through the market. So yours is not going to look like this if you get it through Nabi. It may look a little different, but it works the exact same. You do have, I don't know if on the original it had a kill selected where you could do each individual one. I believe it did. But if you look, I want to show you right down here at the settings. If you click your menu button right over here, it's going to pull up the settings down at the bottom. You have an ignored list right here. If you click on that, it's going to show you some applications that are being ignored. Some of them are preset to be ignored by the application itself. I did not add, let's see, I added that one in. I did not add the clock, that came preset. You can see the ones that are grayed out are the ones that are ignored right now. The Task Manager, I did ignore that one because I don't want it killing the application that I'm in right now. And I don't want to kill my keyboard. So let's go back to hide ignored. If you ever pull this up and you see anything that you're not too sure about, I don't have anything on here right now that really needs to be running. But if it pulls up something that to you looks like it might be something needed to run in the background, all you have to do is long press it, and you go to Ignore Show, and it's going to ignore it for you. You can see Bluetooth is now ignored. It's not, it's kind of grayed in. Alright, like I said, this one does run a little differently. I have a box down here that has a bunch of check marks, so I'm going to check that. And it's basically going to check every single one that's running so that I can actually go to kill selected because they're all selected. I'm going to go back into here to show you. It says running app list is empty. Now, the reason that I recommend this is because there's been some talk, a theory going around that if you back out of your applications instead of hitting the home button, that it will close them out. That is not necessarily true. There are quite a few apps that do not close out just by backing out of it. I do recommend hitting the back button, but it doesn't help for every single app. And I'm going to show you, I'm just going to go into a couple apps to show you. Now remember, we did, kill everything in there, so there shouldn't be anything running. I'm going to show you, I'm going to come right here. This is the back button right here. So I'm going to back out of all of the applications that I'm opening. Let's see. Just going to open a few of them. I'm going to back out to show you. Let's go back in. Let's go to memory game. Market. Now I've backed out of every single one. So in theory, nothing should be running when I go to my Task Manager. Okay, now I'm going to go back to my Task Manager and open it up to see what all did not close. You can see right there, there were a couple that looked like they did close when I backed out of them. But the majority of them, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 of them did not close. So even though you backed out of them, you may think that they're closed out, but they are still running in the background, which is why I highly recommend a task manager. Again, mine's going to look a little different from yours because mine is updated through the market. But you do have a kill-all switch or a button down there. I'm going to show you something else about that too. On your home screen in mommy mode, something else that you can do to make it a little easier instead of having to go into the actual application, you can put a widget on your home screen, and you can do this in mommy mode so that it's very simple. If you go into mommy mode, it's one button to push, kills everything. There's two ways to add a widget to the home screen. You can long press, and it'll come up, add to home screen, shortcuts, widgets, folders, or wallpaper. So I'm going to add a widget. I'm going to add ES Task Manager. You can see it created it right there. What that is a one kill switch. All you have to do is tap it, and it will kill everything running in the background. I just find it a lot easier than actually opening up the Task Manager. I do recommend when you first install the application, though, to go in and check to see if there's anything that you want to ignore, because when you hit this, it's going to kill everything that's not ignored. The other way, I'm going to go ahead and remove this from my screen. Drag it over to the little trash can over here. The other way to add a widget to your home screen is to hit your menu button, go down to Add, and it will come up with the same thing. Add to home screen, shortcuts, widgets, folders, or wallpapers. And you can actually go through those. They're pretty cool if you don't know about that yet. There's different things that you can actually add to your home screen. Widgets are pretty cool. I really like them. And I'll go ahead and tell you the reason that I did remove everything from the home screen on mommy mode is because I am going to customize it without telling my daughter. So that's why I removed everything. I think that's going to be it going over the task managers. It's a couple things that I wanted to let you know about it. Again, you can long press on it, and this works in pretty much the same in every task manager. If you long press, it's going to give you different options, and you can hit ignore, and it will ignore that application or service that is running. And then if you hit the menu button, you're going to get different options down here. I'm going to go to show ignored. That's everything that's being ignored in the background. If you don't want to, let me show you this. If you're at your ignore list and you want to remove something, again, long press it, and you're going to, since it's being ignored, it's going to show it now. So you can see it's not really grayed out anymore. I'm going to kill those. I think that's going to be it. Going over the task manager. It's a really cool task manager. There's another one in the Nabi store that I haven't tried out yet. They're all going to work pretty much the same. This is one that I just installed for the Nabi. I actually have a different one running on my phone. But this one does work pretty well. And pretty simple to use. So that is going over the task manager.